Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands 2. Now, we need to open up some more guns. We are level at 28. It's time to upgrade basically our entire loadout. I've done over $100,000 worth of gambling in the slot machines, and they just cannot give you anything, frankly, that's better than a blue. Like the way things are right now, at least, nothing is happening better than a blue. So I wish I could compare this to what I had. I guess I technically am comparing it to what I have. Would I want a faster acting shield? Yeah, let's try that. Or do I want a bigger capacity shield with incendiary spike damage? I've also found out that if you sell a purple, you're probably going to not be able to buy it back. And that's a problem. Certainly. So this one would do more damage. Like, you really can't do any kind of comparison as it is. Let's do 5 more. Here we have a pink, which I don't even know what pink is. Is that higher than purple? Because purple is the minimum we've been getting out of this, and they are certainly, like, purple is at least one step ahead of blues. I've accidentally sold the repeater, so that repeater gun, one of those 2 repeater guns, is definitely going to get equipped. So it's sort of pointless to have and force the player to do slot machines, particularly at $500 a spin. My shield, by the way, was so high that I could get a grenade dropped on me from the slot machines and it wouldn't even take my shield down to 0. So, and it would regenerate by the time the second spin had even finished. So, but you still have to do the slot machines because you need that iridium until at least you don't need the iridium. Right. So we're going to try very carefully here to compare guns. This is a gun that does the same reload speed, twice the fire rate. It has a much bigger magazine size. Right? Yep. And, well, actually, no, I would have a lower magazine size for doing 3 times the amount of damage. I think that's probably right. And see, right now while I'm clicking, I'm changing the one that is highlighted on the left so you can't see what you're actually equipping or not equipping. So this gun, I was accidentally clicking like that. Right. So this compared to this would do more damage but at a slower fire rate. I'm not sure I would want to do that, so I'm gonna mark that one as no. This one would do a higher magazine size for slightly less damage but a much higher fire rate. I will take that. We're just going to take this real carefully. Because I do not want to make a mistake, because I'm going to show you something that I think I've accidentally run into, is that these golden key guns get dissolved and changed into other kinds of guns when you sell them, and you cannot buy them back. Either that is the case, or something very weird happened with me. Right. so this was the gun that we were using before. I think we can sell that pretty fairly. That was a rank 23, and now we're up to rank 28. So 5 seems like it is the right point to stop. Now we have this interesting issue where, let's see what this pistol fire plus shield recharge rate versus max health regen. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold on to that. The shield compared to this shield. No, I don't think so. And this shield, we can get rid of that at that point. See, this is not a purple class mod. At this point, I might be able to put a, if I had a purple relic, I would have been able to do that. So Deputy's Edge is shotgun damage plus 8.5%. and shotgun reload speed plus 40, and it increases your fight for life by 10%, where this would increase your fight for life by 16% and the second wind health by 82%. So A level 26 Deputy's Badge, I don't know, like, for me playing alone, I should sell that, but I'll hold on to both. We'll get rid of that too. However, so let's look at the buyback. The highest gun right now is a blue, and that's pretty much all I'm getting. By the way, skins, I've got them all too by gambling, so really it's only iridium. So we're here. I'm going to press the left trigger to sell the things that have been marked as trash. So that was a bunch of purple guns. When we go back to the buyback, we have 1, 2, 3 purple guns. I'm pretty sure I marked more than just 3 things as trash. But they are purple, so I don't know what happened. Maybe I ran into a bit of a glitch or something else, but I definitely sold my pistol and lost it and did not leave the screen trying to find it, unless I somehow did something different. It doesn't really matter though. We can move forward from this. So I've got just a temporary pistol equipped right now. And we'll just look at the other pistols. So clearly this pistol's better. So then we start playing, swapping things around. That one would be trash. That one, yeah, I don't know if I really need to see. This is a Hyperion. Sustained fire increases accuracy. The accuracy is already pretty high already. There is some more guns that we can sell. And let's see, I don't know if we got any rocket launchers. Nope. So assault rifles now. Is this assault rifle better? It does 300 less damage, accuracy is lower, but it has a faster fire rate and more bullets, and it's not a Jacobs. So to start off with, I will choose that gun because a Jacobs really doesn't need to be equipped. In fact, I probably need to go back and double check that the previous gun I equipped was not a Jacobs. Let's see. Nope, Hyperion. And then we've got that. Next we have a shotgun, which, let's see. The shotgun that we have highlighted does more damage with less accuracy, but it has a bigger magazine size. And it's a Tidore, so you can throw it and it will explode. Maybe. Let's see if we've got something better. It's really not how this is supposed to work. Alright, do I want more bullets at a slightly slower firing rate and a much slower reload speed? No, I don't think so. I think that reload speed is really, really high. So this is our new shotgun. If I'm reading things right, it'll be less bullets, but a faster reload speed. And let's just clear off our menu. And you may notice I'm already at $50,000 again, and I'm just gonna continue with the game at that point, because it's not really worth your time to go back and try and gamble it again. I'm not even really getting a large amount of. Let's see, this one does more damage, so I think we probably are gonna have to get rid of that one. But then the comparison was, do I want to do just slightly less damage to have higher accuracy, a higher fire rate, a higher reload speed by quite a lot, but twice as fast, and corrosive, and that would be a blue. And so I'm actually going to use this blue instead of this SMG. Although I should test it. Let's actually go test it. Alright, and where are we with this assault rifle? Didn't look at this one. Yeah, it's no good. So that leaves me a couple things to try out. And at 50,000, I also think I want to just see if I can buy things. Like, is there a grenade mod? The stores only go up to green. Alright. That seems like that's a fine gun as a blue. Let's compare that to this that has burst zoom while firing. Nah, don't like it. So, sell that, equip that. Meanwhile, let's equip this and try this one out. Kind of high accuracy considering I'm not even zooming in. Okay, that works too. Alright. And we'll just sell our garbage. I suppose it's probably a decent thought to not have us. Let's check here and just make sure that there aren't actually any new skins or heads. It's probably a good idea to not just save all of the golden keys to the end of the game, because we'll be so bored with the game at that point it won't even matter. I'm particularly kind of bored with the game already, so yeah. There's like two new skins that I've gotten in a very long time. The only thing I could think of is, could I find something, some kind of gun for sale here? But even the sales of the day are so incredibly low. Like there's nothing on offer. Now let's see. As far as equipping, if I have a purple class mod and a purple, I would still need a purple relic. That's where we are falling down, as we have a blue relic, and that's as low as high as we've gotten. Until I have a purple relic, nothing's up to that point to get the achievement for having all purple equipped items. We'll probably need to start thinking about maybe expanding this slot some more, because I cannot hold on to these items forever. And then so we have 50,000 gold, and it would be really nice if you could just translate your gold directly. I would need to either, do I really want to save up 100 to upgrade the backpack? It would, by 3, it's not really worth it. I think what we're doing is we're just upgrading all of these yellows, which are 20, to something else. So let's go with the SMG and the sniper rifle, and we need another 24, and then we'd have everything up to pink, well, plus another 20 to upgrade the bank. And then I'm really not sure if after you have pink here and then you have a pink for 100, I'm not sure after this 100 level if you can do anything more, or if it just goes on forever. I wouldn't be surprised if the game kind of just goes on forever. Alright, now we get into the other part of this game. Let's go to 1,000 Cuts and talk to Rocco and see if that takes us and gives us any other side missions before we have to go to Opportunity and move the main story forward. I'm trying to do all the side missions. I'm probably at my current level perfectly safe to go take on at least the first arena, part 5, but I'm not sure I could do the animal fights in the second arena. Right. So Rocco's Modern Strife. Rocco needs you to help defend 1,000 Cuts from Hyperion Onslaught. So we turn it on. We're going to play some tower defense. Pick up the slab beacons. So we're gonna do some kind of tower defense in this section. We kind of did that before when we were getting blown up by the beacons. And we have a Rocco's Modern Life reference. Not a cartoon I actually watched. I hear people liked them. Liked it alright. Let's see, so we're going to get these beacons. So we're going to place the Psycho beacon, I guess, here. We'll just do that. And then probably be easier to switch some of this around, but whatever. So Psycho, Marauder, and Goliath beacons. Alright. And is that here? And you don't really have a zoom in, so this will just mostly be a case of me shooting things. This is kind of a crazy experiment. Like, it's not something I was really expecting to be a thing. He's gotten too close and I can't hit him. I guess we'll just do this the good old-fashioned way. Like, clearly this is supposed to be this was a thought. This raging Goliath is killing me. Like, I don't know exactly where the supply crate is, but this guy is killing me now. And it seems like, for the most part, the dangerous group is gonna land wherever I am. And see, I just don't... I'm having trouble even seeing the enemies versus compared to these other guys. So, like, this one guy is chasing after me and he's uncontrollable. Meanwhile, killing these robots is not really doing anything for me. I don't think I can jump back into the target. At least in Lynchwood, I was getting a considerable amount of damage. I mean XP. My gun is more than acceptable to take out all of these enemies. We're back to the point where it feels like we're ahead of the curve, and that might be a problem because that might mean that I'm gaining less experience. Perhaps there is a balancing issue that's going on here where I would be at potentially level 35 right now had I not used golden keys. Which then, if that is the case, and that's how the game works, then it's very possible that getting purple guns early and using golden keys is actually not helpful at all. Hmm. 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 And as far as I can tell, the supply crate has not taken any damage at all. I'm not sure how long this is going to go on for, though. To be fair, the idea of doing a capture the flag mission in Borderlands 2 is silly enough, and it kind of makes enough sense that yeah, I'm not hating it the way they've implemented this. This could have been done a lot worse. And seems like there's one more guy. And is there anything they pick up amongst this rubble of all these Hyperion creatures? Now, I haven't actually gone over there, so I think I might take a short side journey to look in that area. I doubt it's going to trigger some sequence. These people are working for me at the moment, but I think they'll change their mind on that pretty quickly. And of course, none of these guns are of any real rarity at all. They're just regular white colored. So we get 4 iridium. And what was in it? It's not even telling me. That was a disappointing resolution. What did we get when we pick up money? $14, $13. We've got a ton of money. Still really needs a button to just refill everything. Let's see. And back to menu hero. We can pretty quickly mark all this as trash. Yep, none of this is worth looking at. So much for that extra quest. If you want to get a good gun, you basically have to open it from something from one of these loot boxes. But the whole concept of the bazillion of guns at this point in Borderlands 2 has just gone off the rails. It's become a burden. A bazillion of guns is not an interesting concept unless you're making a bazillion interesting guns, which that's not what they're doing at all. Nothing in there. So yeah, I would much prefer if for every 100 white rarity gun I picked up, I had just picked up money, and that would have been that, or I had gotten iridium, or they just would have not dropped anything at all. It feels like I have to, you're being forced to cycle through 100 bad options before the game will finally give in and say, okay, we'll give you a good blue or a good green rarity weapon. And that happens so rare. It's not at all in line with the level of the amount of time you've spent in this game. Remember, there's a whole experience here too that would have supposed to happen. So this is the death wall, which we can't get past. I bet there probably is a speedrun strategy of some sort, just like a clipping through this death wall that would let you go further in this map and towards the bunker section, which is, I don't think the end of the game, but the beginning of the final chapter of the game. It would be probably the best way to explain it. We've got like a chain. Let's see. Can I walk on this chain? Yes. So now I'm on a ledge. There's kind of nothing to do here, but you can do it. I'm not even sure if I've found the Vault of the Cult of the Vault marking in this area before. You know, looking at the graphics of this game and knowing its age, or roughly knowing its age at least, it doesn't look like a brand new hyper-realistic game, certainly. But it definitely also doesn't look old. It seems like it's kind of this timeless approach towards animation that 10 years from now you would say, okay, well that's that weird Borderlands style of gameplay and style of animation, and it still looks as good as it ever did. And I think it's basically not competing against any other style of game. I'm surprised nobody else tried to drastically copy them. I guess we want to keep that, mark that as a keeper, and let's mark that as a keeper too. It's time to move the story forward though. We've got to go to opportunity, and we'll do the optional missions of replace Hyperion propaganda is probably the first one we'll do. And we need to kill the foreman of Jackson Underdome to replace that he was building to replace Mad Moxie's Underdome. Let's see. Question is, how do we get to opportunity? Is it Three Horns Divide? Three Horns Valley? The Highlands? Oh, I can just fast travel it there. It's just at the very bottom. Yeah, I knew I'd been there before. Still getting the loading screen that can't smoothly animate the So this is And so that's 2 quests. And right now you can see at the top of our screen we are recording our footage, which is interesting. And let's see, are any of these guns worth considering? Not really. We also have this. No revolution is complete until you've destroyed a few statues of a fascist dictator. So we'll take this. So this is Opportunity. It's like Sanctuary, except for it's a Hyperion instead of an Atlas base, and it's kind of weird because it's like this empty area, or it feels empty when you first start. Here we have this, and let's see, how can we blow it up? So there's an engineer. Now people are going to start attacking you. Like, all the Hyperion employees are going to be around and spawning and causing you trouble. See, there's these things, which I think I'm supposed to be able to destroy these, but that's not working. The point here, of course, is in case you hadn't got it up until this point, Hyperion, Handsome Jack is crazy. This is the Living Legend Plaza, where we could take the tour. His So we're going to learn Jack's history while enemies are attacking us. By clicking this. And you're not going to hear any of it. But you are going to have some of these engineer laser you. And it starts to make a little bit more sense why those lab rats could laser you. When you realize that there are now new enemies that can do it too. Now, we want to destroy the constructor as fast as possible, because they will construct more robots. There's a lot of There goes the constructor. Next, let's see. Where's the next wave? Let's see. Here's the next one. These guys are just going to keep on coming. So Jack is telling the story of what happened in the first game, but it's Jack that did all the work instead of the heroes of the first game. We could probably listen now. I'm just picking up things. Apparently they're not going to respawn. So my health is... Let's see. So that quest is done now. We can turn it in and get some experience. Get some money. Okay, so Jack's double is over in this direction, but I'm fairly certain of the quests. We've got one that wants us to go here, one that wants us to go here, one that wants us to go this direction, and one that wants us to go back in this direction and then this direction. So we're not traveling too far for any of these quests. 2 out of the way. This area is a little bit bigger than it would originally seem, but it is kind of just also mostly this is a dungeon that is just using buildings instead of regular dungeon equipment to block your passage. It's a kind of interesting design, certainly. Like it's more complicated than what we've seen in most of the other levels, with having a lot of verticality and multi-leveledness to it. But let's see. Let's pick up this gun. 10 XP. Like I think I might accidentally just kill Jack's double without even trying. Let's see, if I was to jump in the water, would I die? Probably not. Let's see. Nope, you're perfectly fine to jump in the pond if you want to. Like here. Still looking for the Hyperion supply surveyor lures. So we've got another constructor. Remember when these guys were big trouble? Well, they still kind of are, but not anywhere as bad as they used to be. Just things despawning at a pretty high rate. I would say, as far as visual textures, this probably is the most complicated visual textured area in the game. I'm not sure if that 100% means it's the sluggish or likely to be the most sluggish area or not, but still I'm really just picking up things that I'm not sure I would ever use or ever could use or of it of really any value. Let's see, let's compare my purples that I just got. Yeah, no way. I really wish the game would balance itself better at this point. Just purchase, being able to purchase something with the 50,000 money I have. Still struggling to reach in what looks like that area. Yeah, really this is just kind of a complicated mess of a platform section. Let's see. We'll do this and then walk on the roof to get up to this point. I'm not sure exactly how that was supposed to work legitimately. We're getting inconsistent amounts of experience depending on what kind of character we're fighting. So this wants us to go here. I don't think this area is big enough to really justify jumping around. And the only reason I'm opening these is to refill small amounts of bullets and large amounts of just OCD quests. I'm getting $17, not a realistic amount of income. Alright. So this is the propaganda we're blowing up this right now. Just putting these surveyor to have them destroy all of the cardboard bits of propaganda, which are right next to the other bits of propaganda. It's really ridiculous. Like, why would you have the game developed that way? And see, this I think is the close to the area where we're going to, they were going to build the new Underdome. Here's the Overseer. That didn't work. Okay. So you're kind of going in circles here, doing different things. So this is a kind of tower defense mission again. Except for this time you have a moving tower. So this hacked overseer that maybe Claptrap hacked is going to try and use its laser ability to melt the metal statues. So why weren't the cardboard statues on the other side of the map? That's pretty ridiculous. Let's see. Now, what's his health at? His health is almost at max. That's one down. And where's my overseer? He's still waiting, I guess, for me to kill this guy. I have to completely clear the area off. This is an interaction that establishes the player's relationship to Handsome Jack. You kind of would have wanted something like this to happen a lot earlier in the game. There's been a lot of just not related events. Like, because they're really having you do two different stories. They're having you do the story of getting the band back together. Like, so somebody's slagging these guys. And these guys have come out of the nowhere, so they're doing some damage. Like, but overall his health is pretty good so far. So they're sending a constructor after a constructor. We're getting a lot of enemies that seem to stand around. Alright, where's the guy? Let's try a different gun. Give me a different gun. Keep things a little interesting. Moving on to the next statue. And you would think that the idea of recording right now might turn into something else, like a mistake is made and you end up recording something that you wouldn't want to be seen. Let's see. Let's see. And you have all these like constructing spawn in stations where these robots can make. Darn it. So I think I probably failed to keep this overseer above 50%. And I'm not sure how you get criticals on this gun or on this constructor. Yeah, I seriously doubt this is at 50%. That's kind of a high challenge. I think, honestly, it should have been closer to 25%. With the option of refilling its health somehow. I need lots of bullets. And see, that might be the new Underdome. I've got a very fast corrosive gun, but it really takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of reloading time. Yeah, that's not half health though. And there really is no way to redo this or start over. So you're kind of just stuck with what it is. Which I suppose is fair enough. I'm gonna run down this way. I believe there's something I'm supposed to do at some point. Let's see. Like a really powerful constructor or something. This is way down on this side. See, so this is just another building. So activate a dancing subroutine. Let's do it. Okay. So on that note, we destroyed statues and we destroyed propaganda posters that, like, those posters really should have been somewhere over here. It's just bad placement. We have one quest that wants us to go here to obtain Hyperion's supply beacon, and one quest that wants us to go over here to kill the foreman, and then we have the main story, which is kill Jack's double, so we'll try and dance around that and look at this area. A very, very dense area, but you can also tell that it's actually a rather small area. It is, I guess, the equivalent of Old Haven in the first game, which was a pretty dense, very building centric area. We haven't been picking up anything amazingly good. Let's see, what would the comparison be on this? Shield regeneration by 22% versus 14 health per second. I don't think so. Yeah, just small amounts of basically worthless weapons. Bazillion of guns, none of them matter whatsoever, particularly if you are going to use any of the golden keys. Now, if I wasn't using the golden keys, arguably this game would be a little bit more difficult, and it would take a little bit longer to get through it, but that definitely wouldn't be a better experience in any way. Well, with that, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.